This is the winter 2021 issue of the BVA Bulletin, Volume 76, Number 1. Dr. Thomas Zamperi of Pearland, Texas, is the Blinded Veterans Association National President. Joseph McNeil of Columbus, Georgia, serves as National Vice President. The National Secretary is Daniel Wallace of Martinez, Georgia, and the National Treasurer is Elizabeth Holmes of Midland, Georgia. Serving as district directors from Districts 1 through 6 are the following: Dennis O'Connell of Long Beach, New York, representing District 1. Brian Harris of Homewood, Illinois, is the interim director of District 2. Monica Gilmore of Rocky Mount, North Carolina, serving District 3. Ray Hale of Deer Park, Washington, serves as the interim director of District 4. Daryl Goldsmith of Pensacola, Florida, is the director of District 5, and Kevin Jackson of Austin, Texas, is the director of District 6. Additional appointed officers are National Chaplain Dr. Ron Lester of Tucson, Arizona. Kenan Horn of Edmond, Oklahoma, is the National Sergeant-at-Arms. Garrett Bulks of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Jeffrey Mittman of Indianapolis, Indiana, represent BVA on the Trusted Advisory Council. Blinded Veterans Association auxiliary officers are as follows: President Sandy Krasnodemsky of Allen Park, Michigan, Vice President Edna Kirksey Dixon of Bay Minette, Alabama, Secretary Sherry Harris Bates of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Treasurer Benjamin Holmes from Midland, Georgia. Patricia Hale of Deer Park, Washington, serves as the auxiliary reporter and is the author of the auxiliary's View column for this issue. BVA staff members serving the association's membership nationwide consist of Executive Director Donald D. Overton, Jr., National Service Director for Benefits and Policy James R. Vale, and Administrative Director Bridget Jones. The new Deputy Director of the Veterans Service Program is Dwayne Driscoll. The membership coordinator is Maria Ingenieri, while the development coordinator is Andrea Malmer. Aaron McConnell serves as the Government Relations Specialist. The new Information Technology Specialist and Webmaster is Jordan Chesley. The Director of Public Relations is Stuart Nelson. The editor of this issue of the Bulletin is Stuart Nelson, with Kylie Fitzgerald as the Associate Editor. BVA's full-time National Veterans Service officers are L'Oreal Hamilton and Charles Reynolds. BVA's national headquarters is located at 1101 King Street, Suite 300, Alexandria, Virginia, 22314. Each full-time headquarters staff member can be reached by dialing 202-371-8880 or toll-free 1-800-669-7079, and by then following prompts that connect the caller to the correct department and employee. Email communication will be forwarded to the appropriate recipient when sent through BVA's general mail address, bva@bva.org. The BVA Bulletin is published quarterly by and for all blinded veterans. There is no charge to receive the print version of the publication, which is available upon request of the national headquarters to any interested individual or organization. Requests for multiple copies will be honored as well. An audio compact disc version is mailed to annual and life members upon specific request. The audio version, a PDF replica of the print version, and a Word version with the descriptions are all accessible via the BVA website. Contents of this issue of the Bulletin are entitled as follows: President's Page by Dr. Thomas Zamperi. Legislative Update by Aaron McConnell. Executive Director's Message to Members by Donald D. Overton, Jr. BVA looks to virtual 76th. At 94, World War II-era veteran continues patriotic service by Ed Loudon. A Veteran's Perspective on Staying Warm by Tracy Farrow. The Down and Dirty of Getting a Guide Dog by Anna Chiappetta. Safe and Sane During the Pandemic by Charles Reynolds. Descriptathon A Hit for Louisiana Veteran by Gary Scholerman. Around BVA. Auxiliaries View by Patricia Hale. Veterans Service Program Update by James R. Vale. Chaplain's Corner by Dr. Ron Lester. Winter Reader's Corner by Mike Taylor. Of note, Letters to the Editor. In Remembrance, A Shining Light by Warner Murray, and the customary Final Thought. Two color photos grace the cover of this issue of the Bulletin. The top photo reveals two formally dressed gentlemen, each standing at one side of a small table covered by a red plastic sheet. Both are wearing protective face masks. The man on the left is holding a white cane in his left hand. On top of the table is a desktop American flag on the left side, and to the right a bronze plaque that is identified with an engraving that says Tactile Braille American Flag. In the background is a podium, an American flag, and a wall on which 3 rectangular pictures hang. The second photo, in a different setting, shows 4 men standing side by side, all wearing masks and sport coats. Only the man at the far right is wearing a tie. The men on the far left and far right are holding white canes and displaying pocket name badges. The 2 in the middle are displaying rectangular plaques, holding them at chest level. A guide dog is also visible to the man at the far left. Flags of the various branches of the U.S. military are seen in flag stands in the background. The caption for the photos states, "The worldwide COVID-19 pandemic has brought its share of adversities to BVA's regional groups throughout the country. Among those meeting the challenges head-on are officers and members of the Louisiana-Mississippi Regional Group, highlighted in this issue of the Bulletin for their extra-mile efforts." Pictured in Braille flag presentations, top photo. Regional Group President Tracy Farrow, left, and Gulf Coast Healthcare Systems Director Brian C. Matthews. Bottom photo, Gary Scholerman, Joe Burns, and guide dog Kendrick, Southeast Louisiana Healthcare System Director Fernando Rivera, and Tracy Farrow. Photo courtesy of Gulf Coast Healthcare System.